What's going on, boxing fans? It's Jordan Williams with The Distance. I have a video for you guys today. This one is actually a video that was requested to me by Ransom Planet 13 about Danny Green. You know, he had a matchup a couple days ago against Manny Siaka, IBO Cruiserweight Championship match. Ended in a third round knockout. Just watched the fight, and you know, I guess it was a really good stay busy fight. You know, after not being able to get the fight with Bernard Hopkins after his victory over Roy Jones Jr. So, and Ransom Planet said this to me, and I hadn't seen the interview yet, but he said that Danny Green referred to himself as the Cruiserweight Champion of the world. And here I'm just going to give my opinions on that, and overall the Cruiserweight division as well. Danny Green moved up to Cruiserweight like last year. He retired for a couple years, and he came back. He was a WBA light heavyweight champion. Wasn't really getting any fights, any big fights that he wanted, I guess, and he retired. And after that, he came back April 2009. He came back. He started fighting at Cruiserweight. Won the IBO Cruiserweight Championship on that Roy Jones Jeff Lacey undercard, and then fought Roy Jones and fought Manny Siaka now. So really, with Danny Green, he's never weighed in above 185 pounds. Never weighed above 185 pounds in his career. In Cruiserweight, it's a 200-pound division. So and on top of that, for Danny Green to refer to himself as a Cruiserweight Champion of the world is kind of a joke, considering that he doesn't hold a major title at Cruiserweight. He holds kind of a minor title, which is the IBO, which is a computerized ranking belt. Though the IBO is becoming a little more significant, but it's not as significant as a WBA, WBC, WBO, or IBF championship. Or even the ring. The ring I don't even think has a Cruiserweight champion. We haven't had a real Cruiserweight champion since David Hay back in 2008. We haven't had a real true Cruiserweight champion. And really nobody's even unifying the belts. And there are a lot of great fighters in the Cruiserweight division that Danny Green has to face before he decides to call himself the Cruiserweight Champion of the world. Saying that he's a Cruiserweight Champion of the world, referring to himself as a Cruiserweight Champion of the world, or even believing that he's a Cruiserweight Champion of the world, is a bit delusional, due to the fact that he hasn't faced a top 5 Cruiserweight. The men that Danny Green has faced, the last 2 men he's faced, one has fought heavyweight but never fought Cruiserweight and was weighing in at 175 for the last 5 years or 4 years. Another one, in his last fight in 2009, was 159 pounds. So really, I want to see Danny Green face Marco Huck. I want to see him face even Troy Ross, BJ Flores, Guillermo Jones, Steve Cunningham. I want to see him face these guys before he refers to himself as a Cruiserweight Champion of the world, because there's a lot of opponents that I believe he has to face. And I think maybe the trouble can be, maybe he doesn't want to go across the pond, but I do think he put a lot of stock in his name with that victory over Roy Jones. I believe that Danny Green pretty much put his name out there when he beat Roy Jones, when he knocked him out in the first round. So, and it took a lot away, to me, it took a lot away from the Hopkins victory over Jones, if you ask me. It just took a lot away from it. The fact that Danny Green knocked him out in 1 round. So, I personally do not think that Danny Green is even considered the Cruiserweight Champion of the world. I consider him a titleist of a minor organization, but I don't consider him the Cruiserweight Champion of the world. I really don't consider him a Cruiserweight champion at all. I just consider him a titleist and contender, pretty much, because he doesn't hold a major championship. And really, with the Cruiserweight division, what the Cruiserweight division needs is more fighters more top 5 fighters facing each other. Because in the cruiserweight division, like as I mentioned, in 2 years we haven't had any unified championships. So after this victory over Manny Siaka, I really hope that Danny Green steps in the ring with a Steve Cunningham or Marco Huck or Guillermo Jones, even Troy Ross or BJ Flores. I hope he steps in the ring with some of these guys, even Zol Erde, whatever his name is. Hope he steps in the ring with these fighters, but to call himself the Cruiserweight champion, is a bit, like I said, delusional. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. I'm probably going to get crucified for this video, but me, that's just my personal thoughts. You can blast me, whatever. Don't care. But anyway, that was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.